Hello! And what am I going to talk about? And has it been recording this whole time when I was just like sitting around like that? Oh, oops. Hello! It said connecting on the screen, so that's weird. What am I going to talk about? I think I'm going to talk about how I do some pretty stupid things. And I don't usually think before I do things. Like today, I was being really loud. We had like standardized testing. The sophomores took WKC, and I live in Wisconsin. WKC it's some standardized test. All the sophomores in Wisconsin are taking that right now. And so anyway, the schedule was weird. So everyone in the school had the same lunch. And I was being really loud at lunch. If you're one of my friends who goes to school with me, I apologize for my loudness. I don't think before I do things. Like, for instance, Matt, I flicked you off a couple times, like goofing around. But you see, there was this person behind you. And when I flipped you off, I looked past you at them for a second, and they thought I was flipping them off. So they got ticked off. They didn't say anything, but then they kept giving me the death glare. And then I was leaving the lunchroom, and they threw something at my back. I don't know what it was. By the way, the person who threw something, I'm sorry. I don't even know who you are. Why would I have any reason to flip you off? I'm sorry. I'm sorry if you thought I flipped you off, but I didn't. And so what I'm saying is, I need to think before I do things. I need to stop swearing because I swear too much. You don't see me swear in videos, but I admit I do swear too much when I'm like with my friends. Like some of my friends from school, I occasionally swear too much. Some of the friends, not all my friends, but like I don't know, in school I swear too much. When I'm around kids my own age, I swear too much. And I flip my friends off sometimes, so that's bad because I accidentally flipped off someone who I didn't know. And that's very bad because that person looked at me like, what? They looked pretty ticked off and hurt. And so I apologize. So I'm talking about I do some pretty stupid things. And I just can list so many. But, you know, besides doing stupid things, I like to do things that stand out. And I know people say, Vicky, why do you do things to get attention? Well, you know what? I want to show people, because people are so afraid of what people think of them. I want to show people that I don't care what you think of me. You know, I was just like in the lunchroom sitting with some kids that are some of my friends at lunch, and it's like, I'm just like talking really loud. Like, somebody called me Canadian. I'm sorry. If you think I sound Canadian, I'm not Canadian. No offense to those Canadians out there. Unless you're Justin Bieber, then offense to you. I'm kidding, you know, just sort of kidding. Not a fan of Justin Bieber. But, anyway, I'm not Canadian, but people call me Canadian. So I screamed out really loud, I'm not effing Canadian! Sorry if that hurt your ears. And my neighbors probably heard me. But anyway, I yelled that out, and half the lunchroom looks at me like. It was hilarious. Or then I told the kids I was saying, you know what I really feel like doing? I should stand up on a table and start singing something. And they're like, Vicky, you have problems. Or I was like, what if I got up and skipped around the lunchroom singing, follow, 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 follow the yellow brick road. And yeah, they said the same thing. Vicky, you have problems. And yes, I know, I'm weird. I enjoy being weird. And you know what? I do things like that because I want to show people that you don't have to fear what people think of you. I'm happy with who I am. And I want to make a point to people. And I know this may not be the way to do it, but I like to stand out. And I'm not that sort of person who stands out by doing something like dyeing their hair or getting tons of piercings or doing something bad. Although some people think the things I do are bad, but that's just goofing around, and I don't injure people or myself. Well, unless I end up tripping over something or, like, falling, but you know what I mean. I don't do reckless behavior, like, I don't do bad things, I don't do drugs, I don't do alcohol. But anyway, I do some stupid things, and I say some pretty stupid things. I'm very random. You know something else I noticed? I was like to someone, I told you not to eat a soggy waffle. I just walked up to someone and said that. If you're not in high school, this will be a lesson to you. If you have been in high school or are in high school, I bet you dealt with this. You ever notice high schoolers can take anything and turn it into a dirty joke? Because it's like, I'm like, I told you not to eat a soggy waffle. And then someone's like, don't you mean a blue waffle? If you don't know what that is, don't Google it. Don't worry. I didn't Google it, but I know because my friends have told me about it. And I know what that is. I'm not going to say on YouTube. But anyway, someone can take anything and make it into a dirty joke by comparing it to, let's just say, special organs. Yeah, let's go with that. Or someone can take a dirty joke, and I'm not just talking about, that's what she said. I'm not talking about those sort of jokes. I'm just saying, you can say anything. Well, and that's what she said jokes are, kind of dirty jokes. But even worse things like the blue waffle thing. I mean, I was talking about soggy. Well, first I said soggy waffles, and someone said, you know, that person has a soggy waffle. And then someone's like, don't you mean a waffle of a certain color? And it's like, seriously, guys, grow up. I know you're like 15 or 16, but I mean, seriously. I don't know. I know I make jokes too, but you know. So anyway, I don't know. I'm talking about how high schoolers can make a dirty joke out of anything, seriously. Like last year, I came up with this thing, and I didn't intend for it to sound dirty, but it ended up sounding dirty. But you see, after anything someone said, I said, with a banana. You know how, like, because with a fortune cookie, you say something afterward, like, in bed, if you say that after a fortune cookie, it sounds dirty. Well, my friend had, like, Dove chocolates, and she would share them with us. And everyone would read their fortune, and then we started coming up with, like, new things to add on to the end besides, like, the ones people know. So it was like, with a banana. And then I realized, if you say that after anything, it sounds funny. I hit him with a banana. She died with a banana. I had fun with a banana. I licked it with a banana. I ate it with a banana. I had fun with a banana. You see, it sounds like half of it sounds dirty, and half of it you just kind of go, what? Or you say, I drove to the store with a banana. I went to the moon with a banana. I had a sword battle with a banana. It just sounds stupid, but it's hilarious. Like, we would be like, with a banana. In space, zero gravity, underwater, on the moon, with a banana. And it just sounds ridiculous. Anyway, high schoolers can make a dirty joke out of anything. And I say some pretty stupid things, so I apologize to the person who thought I flipped them off. That was the main purpose of this video, to apologize to that person because they seemed pretty ticked off. They didn't even say anything. They just kind of gave me a death glare, like. And then later, I was walking out of the lunchroom. Something hit my back, turned back, saw that person laughing. So, you know what? Yes, you hit me on the back with whatever you threw at me. It seemed like they were like crumbs. So, what was it, like a Pop-Tart or something? Well, whatever you threw at me, I deserved it if I had really flipped you off. But I did not flip you off. I have nothing against you. I don't even know what your name is. I am sorry. And my other point is high schoolers can make a dirty joke out of anything with a banana. See what I did there? Yeah. See, and that's not necessarily a dirty joke. You can interpret it how you want, but I don't mean to make that sound dirty when I say with a banana. I just mean, like, with a banana. Like, I hit him with a banana. Like, seriously, like, hitting someone with a banana. It was because my friend Haley was like, yeah, I hit Jacob yesterday. And I'm like, with a banana, because she, like, hit him. And then she's like, yeah, and then he said he died and went to the hospital. And, yeah, she had this friend and graduated. And she was so upset because a friend. And she's going to kill me for saying that in this video. And sorry. Yeah, but he was awesome. That kid was awesome. He was Canadian. And that's why she stopped calling me Canadian, because she was like, Vicky, you're not awesome enough to be Canadian. Then I'm like, what about Justin Bieber? And I apologize to people who are Bieber fans, but I'm not a fan. I mean, just before I started this video, I was like thinking, when I make this video, I should like do something and like imitate celebrities, but I don't really feel like going, baby, 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 oh yeah, baby, baby, baby. Yeah, I don't really want to do that on camera. And I just did that, didn't I? Well, now you know I can sing like Justin Bieber. Do I want to sing like Justin Bieber? No. You want me to sing opera music? Or, let's see. The Phantom of the Opera is there. There. That's not really opera music. That's more like Broadway musical music. You know, Phantom of the Opera isn't really exactly an opera. I don't know how you would classify it anyway. But, I dreamed a dream. Yeah, Les Mis, whatever. Beatles, come together, right now, over me. Yeah. Oh, I've got this funny saying. I got this from my friend because my friend was like to her sister, do you know where we live? And her sister's like, yeah. She's like, where? Her sister's like, Wisconsin. And then she's like, no, we all live in a yellow submarine. A yellow submarine. A yellow submarine. So then my saying is, when someone's like, we live here, I'm like, no, we all live in a yellow submarine, biatch. I'm sorry. I'm weird. I am a total Beatles fan. You see my George Harrison, the Beatles. I'm sorry, I'm a Beatles fan. And this video is getting long. So I'm going to end this with saying, I apologize to the person I accidentally flipped off or thought I flipped them off with a banana. Anyone can make a teenagers can make a dirty joke out of anything with a banana. And I am saying goodbye with a banana. Goodbye with a banana.